Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to achieve a flawless brows after skin work. We all know doing the brows after skin work, it's totally different from doing the brows before your skin, and in today's video I'm going to be covering that. First of all, I have my powder puff on my finger because I don't want to touch the face. Then I have my well sharpened pencil. I hid her head because I don't want her head to be shaking, so I just sketch lightly. I didn't apply pressure, and your pencil needs to be completely sharp. This way it's going to be easy for you to get a very light and simple sketch. So I just make sure I sketch it properly and lightly because I don't want it looking dark. Then I went ahead to just fill the brows lightly, like I just give it like a very light stroke, still having my powder puff on my finger. The light was kind of misbehaving somehow here, I don't know what happened, but I just make sure I stroke it lightly because you can't do so much when the skin is already done. If you apply pressure, you can't clean or correct so much, so you just need to make sure you get a very clean sketch. So when you're concealing, it's just going to be a very simple job for you to do. So this is the brows without concealing. This is what the brows look like. Your brows should look very beautiful without concealing, especially when you're doing your brows after your skin work, because when concealing you're not going to be doing so much, because if you do so much with your concealer you're going to mess up your skin. So I went ahead to the other part of the brow, sketching it lightly, still having my powder puff on my finger because I don't want to leave fingerprints on her face. This is really important to have your powder puff so you don't leave fingerprints on her skin. So I just make sure I sketch that lightly, taking my time to do this because I don't want to have like a messy brows, because if I have like a messy brows, there's not so much I can do. I can't really correct it concealer, so I just need to have like a very clean brows and define with my concealer. Just define it a little, not like trying to conceal it. Then I went ahead to just fill in with a very light stroke just to make sure, just to make it look like her hair. So I just still light-handed because like I said earlier, you don't want to apply pressure. You don't want the brows looking really dark because you can't really correct with your concealer because you already have the skin done. So concealing the brows, this is where it gets really interesting, and this is a very important step. So I took little quantity, very little quantity, because I don't want to have so much product on her face. When doing her skin, I didn't apply foundation on that part of the face because I'm going to conceal that part, so I didn't add foundation there. So I took little quantity, very little, because I don't want so much product on her face. If I have so much product on her face, I can't really blend out properly. So I just make sure I take little quantity so it will be easy for me to blend. And I took my time to conceal this part, still having my powder puff on my finger. Very important step you don't want to miss when doing your brows after your skin. So I just went ahead to blend with my blending brush. I just tap in. I didn't take the concealer all over to the other part of her face. I just let it stop at the outer corner of her eyes, so it's going to be easy for me to blend when I'm blending like I'm doing here. So I'm just tapping and it's blending into her skin properly because I have just little products there. If I have so much product, the products would have been extended to the other part of her face, like the outer corner of her eyes and the inner corner of her eyes. So I did the same thing on the other part of the brows. Always remember to use little product. You can always build up, but once it's too much it's going to be really messy, and you don't want to mess up the already beautiful and well sketched brows you have on. So just make sure you go in with little product. And when highlighting the brows after skin work, don't go with a very light concealer, just go with like a shade lighter, because her face is already highlighted. It's not going to be easy to blend into the skin. If you go with a concealer that is really light, it's just going to make that part of the face looking white. It's going to make her brow bone looking white, the area where you highlighted. So I'm having a very good and easy blend because I didn't have so much product on her face. Then to conceal the beginning part of her brows, I used a darker shade of concealer to conceal that part because I'm still going to contour that part anyway, so there is no need going in with it with a light shade of concealer. And because I already have her skin done, it's not going to be easy for me to blend out if I have like a light shade of concealer on the beginning part of her brow, so it's just going to look really tacky and it's not going to look natural. So I just blend that into the highlighted part and use my blending brush to seal that in together, leaving no demarcation. Very important, leave no demarcation, guys. It's very important you blend properly and leave no demarcation. So I didn't conceal the top of the brows because there's really no need to do that. Like I said earlier, make sure your sketch is really clean so you don't have to over conceal. So I just use my powder to set the part where I concealed, so just to erase the oilness on the skin. And guys, this is the finished look. This is what my brows looks like. And at this, we've come to the end of this video. Please give this video a very big thumbs up if you enjoy it. Subscribe to my channel if you're yet to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.